Imagine a people stripped of everything. Their homeland, their sacred temple, their very identity, shattered. For decades, the Jewish people languished in a foreign land, under the harsh hand of their conquerors. This was Babylon, the mighty empire, and for the exiled Jews, it felt like the end of the world. 70 years. That's how long the prophets had foretold their exile would last. 70 years since Nebuchadnezzar's legions had stormed Jerusalem, razing their holy city to the ground, and dragging its inhabitants, the last remnants of the kingdom of Judah, halfway across the known world. They sat by the rivers of Babylon, their lyres hung on willow trees, their songs replaced by lamentations. "How can we sing the Lord's song in a foreign land?" they cried. Hope was a distant memory, a flicker in the encroaching darkness. But beyond the mighty walls of Babylon, a new power was rising in the east, a power unlike any that had come before. From the rugged mountains of ancient Persia emerged a king, a visionary military genius who would soon change the course of history for empires and for a captive people. His name was Cyrus. Cyrus II, known to history as Cyrus the Great, was not just a conqueror, he was a revolutionary. While previous empires had relied on fear and forced assimilation, Cyrus envisioned something different. His burgeoning Achaemenid empire was built on a radical principle: tolerance. He understood that a vast, diverse empire couldn't be held together by chains alone. It needed loyalty, and loyalty, he believed, was earned through respect. In 539 BCE, the inevitable happened. The seemingly impregnable city of Babylon fell to Cyrus's forces, reportedly without a major battle. The Chaldean Empire, which had held the Jews captive for decades, crumbled overnight. For the Jewish exiles, this might have seemed like just another change of masters. But they were about to witness something truly unprecedented. At the heart of Cyrus's revolutionary policy lies one of the most remarkable archaeological finds: the Cyrus cylinder. Discovered in 1879, this clay cylinder, inscribed in Akkadian cuneiform, outlines Cyrus's policy after his conquest of Babylon. It speaks of restoring cults, returning statues of gods, and allowing deported peoples to return to their homelands. While the cylinder doesn't explicitly name the Jews, its general policy perfectly aligns with the decrees recorded in the biblical books of Ezra and Isaiah. These texts describe Cyrus's direct edict for the Jewish people. They were free to return to Jerusalem, and more astonishingly, they were even encouraged to rebuild their temple. Funds were allocated, and the sacred vessels looted by Nebuchadnezzar were returned. Imagine the disbelief. After generations of despair, a decree of liberation from a foreign king. Not just freedom, but restoration. For the Jewish people, this wasn't just a political act. It was a profound testament to divine providence. How could a pagan king, who knew nothing of their God, become the instrument of their salvation? The prophet Isaiah, writing over a century before Cyrus was even born, had already foreseen this. He spoke of a figure named Cyrus, a shepherd and God's anointed, who would bring about the return to Zion. "I will go before you," declares the Lord, "and will level the mountains. I will break down gates of bronze and cut through bars of iron. I will give you the treasures of darkness, riches stored in secret places, so that you may know that I am the Lord." This was a king chosen by God for a specific purpose, even if Cyrus himself never knew it. And so they began the long, arduous journey home. Not all returned. Many had established lives in Babylon and beyond, but for those who yearned for Zion, the path was clear. They returned to a desolate homeland, a city in ruins, but with a renewed sense of purpose and the unprecedented backing of the mightiest empire on earth. The Second Temple, though not as grand as Solomon's, would eventually rise from the ashes thanks to Cyrus's decree and the unwavering faith of the returnees. The Persian Empire, with its policy of tolerance, had provided the fertile ground for Jewish life, culture, and religion to not just survive, but to flourish once more. Cyrus the Great, the pagan king from Persia, remains an enduring figure in Jewish history, a testament to how freedom can emerge from unexpected places and how the course of empires can, sometimes, align with the destiny of a single people. A true unexpected deliverer who, through an act of imperial policy, etched his name into the very heart of the Jewish narrative.